Okay, so I'm up in the attic. This pipe here is my cold water pipe. It goes all the way across. I actually ended up cutting it off right there because it froze. And I already did the side of it there. You can't see it right now, but I'll show you later. You can see that joint there is really frozen. And so they say to apply heat, but you know, up here in the attic, you probably don't want to do that. So I was just doing some research online and I found another method that worked on the other one, and I'm hoping it works on this one too. I don't know if I can show you or not, but maybe I'll demonstrate it at the end if I can get this thing to come off. So we'll see. All right, so I was successful in getting the other one off. I don't know if you can see that in there or not, but I did get it. Yeah, it's really hard to see from here. But I just wanted to show you that method. So this is the other side, and again, I'm just going to put PEX piping in between the two. But all you're doing, let's see if I can show you. You're holding one hammer like flat against the side of one of it, and then you're just hitting with your other hammer on the other side. And you're hitting pretty hard because you're just trying to jar loose all that debris and crap that's in there. This house was built in the 1950s. I'm sure the plumbing has never been changed. So what is that, 50, 75 years? This plumbing's been in here, something like that. So yeah, that's all you're doing. I didn't use any heat at all. I did on that one. It took me, oh, I came back the next day to finish it up, but I lubricated it multiple times. And those big old pipe wrenches back there, I don't know if you can see them or not. There's another one right here, just like it. So I'm using pretty big pipe wrenches to get that off. And I just used basic lubricant. And did that 4 or 5 different times. Hitting it with, sometimes I just hit it with a hammer because back there it was really kind of hard to get the double hammer in. I did it a couple times that way, and then just a few times just with the single hammer. Lightly tapping around the edges. I was semi-lightly tapping, trying to break it loose, and it finally came loose. So now I'm gonna install the PEX pipe. So just so you know, this is what I purchased. It was 3/4 inch pipe, and I'm going to do a 1/2 inch PEX. So that's what I got. Like I said, I'm just gonna install those. So that's what it looks like. Just gonna screw that in on this side, and then the PEX with the ring clamp system on it, and I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. Okay, so this is the tool we're using. It's a Master Force PEX tool. All I did first off is I simply just put the barb there, and I put a black line so I know exactly where the barb ends. So that way I have a pretty good idea where this ring has to be. So then I'm just gonna shove the barb. Again, make sure you got the ring on there first. Then I'm going to shove the barb in there. See if I can do it one-handed. All the way to the end. Then I'm going to try to center this. And as you can see, it is centered in between the two. So it's going to be over the barb. So I should be good there. And then I'm just going to clamp down here in just a second. I don't know if I'll go show you that or not, but I'm going to go from there. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that or not. But you can kind of see my black mark where it is. I got it centered. It is hitting up against the edge over there. Try to have it centered, and then I'm just going to clamp down here in just a second. Double check one more time. I believe I got it where I want it, so I'm just going to push down to force until it goes all the way shut, and I can release it. It's hard to do one-handed. Okay, so that's what it looks like. They gave us this tool for a go, no-go. So let's see if we got it. So 1/2 inch go is this side. And we are good. It clamped down enough for us to get that. So it is a go. I'm just gonna look around that edge, and you can see that there is blue showing there. I think I would have liked to have it a little bit more this direction, but I think this will work. And again, I'm doing this one out here because that space is pretty narrow, so I'll do the other one up above. I just didn't think I could get this tool in there and get that clamp down with the area that I had there. So normally you'd screw this in first and then put it on, but I think this will work fine. Okay, so I'm up here. I just got it partially started. Again, I put the Teflon tape on there first. I highly recommend, if you don't have one, I don't know if I can show you or not, but one of these headlight things, I'll show you later on. They're super handy, so you don't have to hold a flashlight. Again, this attic has no lights in it other than the sunlight coming from the ventilation up above. So I've got it in. I'm gonna screw it down tight with my crescent wrench, and then we'll move on to the other side. Okay, that's about as tight as I can get it. You can kind of see the amount of thread showing now. It's actually about the same as it was before I installed it. So on the other side. Okay, as you can see, I got it screwed in now pretty tight. I gave myself about a 1/4 inch of play there, so when I cut it, I'll be just a touch long, but I think I'd rather be a touch long than a touch short. So that's the plan. Okay, so I just cut it off with a hacksaw. Went off pretty easily, as you can see, about where I want to be. So I can pull it back. It's gonna give a little resistance because it's that way. But again, you want to put the ring on first, which I'll do here in just a second. I just wanted to kind of test fit it, make sure that it would work. I'm also going to mark, you see there are not shadows in the way. I'm also going to mark where it is in this thing so I know how far to go. Okay, so it's up against the edge. That's that lip there. That's the mark where the thing ends. I'm going to try to clamp it right there in between the two. Alright, I got it in between the two, as you can see. A little bit more to this side than I wanted, but that's okay. Now the next thing just to do is to turn the water on slightly and just check, make sure we're not leaking anywhere. Alright, so I'm outside now. So this is the headlamp I was telling you about. This whole band here is LED. It's got a couple cool features. You can see it or not. And again, I'll put a link to this later on. But you can turn it on. It's kind of hard to see. It's going to flash a little bit there, obviously, with my thing on, so you kind of get an idea. It also has a dimmer setting, like that. And it's also got a light here on the side that can go. And then it's also got a feature where you could simply turn it on, hit the button next to it, and then if you bring your finger across, it shuts it on or off. So it's got a motion sensor right there. So you don't want to turn it on and off if you want to, but it's really handy. The battery lasted the whole time I was up there. I've used it 3 times now. Yeah, I highly recommend it. Okay, so because it's just me, this is actually my second trip up here, because I had to go downstairs to turn the water on, obviously. So the first time I turned it on really light just to make sure. And I can kind of see a couple drops here. Maybe. See if those keep going or not. But this, now I tell it to turn on full tilt. I'm just looking for leaks of any sort. This is the inside, obviously. Up against the edge of the thing. Yeah, so we do have a little bit of a leak here. It's not bad, but it is enough that I'm going to have to probably twist it a little more. So, looks like we're not quite done yet. Okay, so I was able to tighten that up. I don't know if you can see that or not. I was able to actually turn it about 1/4 to 3/4 of a turn. Pushing pretty hard down on it. This angle. And I think I got it. Nope, I don't have it yet. See, there's a drip right there. So I might have to redo this one. We're just not quite there yet, but it's not bad. It's just not good. Okay, so I think I got it solved. Sorry, kind of out of breath. You're going up and down the ladder multiple times. Again, I did the same thing. First off, I backed this out, not all the way, but fairly far. And then I added some more Teflon tape to it. And then I went back downstairs, turned the water on a little bit just to check to see if it's leaking or not. And I think, yeah, I'm not seeing any drips at all. But I will come back and check this maybe later this evening just to see if we have anything. But I think we got her fixed. Hopefully you found this video helpful. One other thing I forgot to mention, when I was taking this original fitting off here, I did end up tightening it first a couple times, so I was able to get it to spin a little bit, and I kind of go back and forth, back and forth. I did that probably 3 or 4 times, where I would go like try to tighten it up a little bit, and it would spin, and then I do it back, and then I tighten it up, and then spin, and then go back. Along with that double hammer knocking and just single hammer knocking. So yeah, that's just the wet of the thing. There's not any water there. I just want to do a quick video here. Here's everything that got used in this project. So a couple pipe wrenches, sawzall, crescent wrench, a couple hammers, a sledgehammer and regular hammer, the PEX crimper tool, a couple flashlights, some lubricant, some Teflon tape, and a hacksaw.